Welcome back to the Guy Dawson Show at the World Center of Broadcast Media, WCOBM.com, here in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. Also wanted to give you a reminder of a radio show that we broadcast, my company, Classic Communications. It is called PR Connections, the Business Edition, and it airs every Tuesday at 6 p.m. at KDWN 720 AM here in Las Vegas and KDWN.com worldwide. And this show is a platform where we showcase businesses. We talk about all things related to business, political activism, issues related to the growth of your business. We bring on entrepreneurs and business owners and investors on a weekly basis, and it's an all-encompassing business show that I think a lot of you would find benefit from. So listen in to us every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Again, it's at KDWN 720 AM here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and KDWN.com worldwide for PR Connections, the Business Edition. And I have been speaking with Pedro Gonzalez. He is a good friend and business associate of mine. We are partners at the Business Connections Network of Nevada, a networking group. That's where we met. And we are doing the first ever live broadcast of an interview with a deaf person here at WCOBM today. And he has been talking about an event that is going to be coming up very soon for the deaf community. And I've been asking him some questions. Pedro, right before we went to commercial, I was talking about some of the political activism that he is involved in within the deaf community. And Pedro, how many civil rights cases have you been involved in related to the deaf community?
Yes. Well, actually involved in, yes. Cases number about 32 here in Las Vegas. I have prevailed in most of them. It has been an exciting experience. Kind of overwhelming because of the status of Nevada in the deaf community.
If you could speak to our governor about things that related to the deaf community, what would you say?
Well, yes, if I was introduced to Governor Sandoval, then I would say to him, my community has been left out. They have been disregarded. There's little or no access. And that needs to stop. Time is for change now in the state of Nevada.
And I had spoken earlier about you being an entrepreneur. And will you share with the audience what your business is?
Well, it's Deaf Affiliates, and it specifically provides information on deaf culture and deaf-centric information, partners with government agencies and agencies like yourself here, and works as a team, along with my wife as an interpreter. We work up to the best of our abilities to help information, and my goal is to provide information about deafness.
How long have you been in business?
Well, it's been pretty challenging, but about 3 years now. I've had a start and go. We're going on 4th year soon. So that's it.
And what have been some of the good things that you've seen from being in this business?
Well, one of the important things that I've seen, the benefits for the deaf community, positive. For example, working with the courts, having exposure in the deaf community about civil rights cases, educating the public about 504 access, and any other general issue concerning the deaf in the state of Nevada. That's what I plan to do and continue doing.
And being involved in these civil rights cases and running a business, being a deaf person, kind of makes you a spokesperson. How do you feel about playing that role in the deaf community?
Well, I do admit that things get a little overwhelming at times, and it has been a bumpy road. But Deaf Affiliates I'm very proud of. The world itself is a community, but outside of that world community in Nevada is Southern Nevada, where I live. And the access issues are abounding. They are strong. And giving a little PR, a little promotion, a little explanation, and partnering with people like Guy, working together to get the word out is a goal. And mind you, it does have its pros and cons. But all the work is guided through my assistance and knowledge.
And what would some of the things be that you would want just ordinary citizens? I mean, I know Governor Sandoval is an important person who could probably really help your community a lot. How can we as individual citizens do more to be empathetic to the plight of people who are deaf?
Okay, yes. Exposure is key. So when I say exposure, how can you basically help if you're a hearing person wondering, what can I do? The Americans with Disabilities Act, that is a specific law, and that needs to be educated to persons like yourself through news broadcasts. So my exposure with you and my exposure through your audience tells people that this law exists. And the hearing community, as a majority, benefits by the positive connotations that take place. So, for example, if there were no ADA in existence and this exposure was so limited, the barriers would just be so high. But working with the law, having an avenue of exposure, being able to educate the majority of hearing people, that's where our focus needs to be. And when people learn, oh, this is a culture, oh, these are people that need this and are exposed, that's when the benefits come. And that's when the positive aspect is truly shown.
And how can people get in contact with you to learn more about how they can contribute?
Well, there's two things. How can they contact the Deaf Grassroots Movement? TDGM website, 215.org. That's an easiest way for them to contact, so get on the website. There are Facebook sites as well, Deaf Grassroots Movement. It's pretty simple once you get on Facebook. I know it sounds like a challenge with me and you talking to just pull that up. But I'm happy to share with anybody. If they contact Guy or the studio and they reach out to me, I'm happy to share that. Just like I'm a little overwhelmed with this process, they may be a little overwhelmed with that process. But good enough, we work together in the spirit of culture and language. And, while I don't speak English or use the avenues of English, we all are equal, and the access is imperative. And access is imperative for you to benefit as well as for me to benefit. And that's where my goals is, for us to reach an agreement between our communities.
And I can't tell you how much I appreciate you, Pedro, for coming on and being a part of my show today. And I'm looking forward to doing future broadcasts. I want to work quite a bit with Pedro to promote the deaf community using this television show as a platform. And I would like for all of you to consider that there are deaf people in the world, and that they're another part of the population, and we have to bring exposure to groups that are underrepresented. So thank you, Pedro.
Yes, thank you so much, Guy, and I appreciated being here today, and thank you. Is there any last thoughts I can share here?
No, we have to hurry up and go to commercial, Pedro. We'll see you all in a few minutes.
Okay, already.